Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Students, now in this video we are discussing post-fertilization events. Emma, post-fertilization events means the events or the fertilization events which occurs after fertilization. Okay, so what are the events we will study or we will discuss after the fertilization? So all those events we will be taking under post-fertilization events. Emma, now post-fertilization events are nothing but events which occurs after fertilization. Now there generally our knowledge point of view, how many types of events we can study after fertilization now? One is the development of endosperm and second one is the development of embryo we will study. Okay, now let us see the information regarding endosperm. Now the development of endosperm precedes the development of embryo. This is direct textbook point. Now what is the point here? We can say the development of endosperm precedes the development of embryo. Means here in comparison of embryo development and endosperm development, so we may get one doubt. Sorry, two developments are there. No, one is endosperm and one more is embryo. Out of these two, which one's development is earlier than the another one, sir? Means say here endosperm development. The endosperm development is earlier than the embryo development. Why? Because we are studying now endosperm is a nourishment tissue which helps or which provides food materials to the developing embryo. Likewise we are observing now ipo paranga endosperm provides food materials to the developing embryo means first of all endosperm must be developed now, then only it can provide food materials to the next one, embryo. So thereby here, first of all, that's why here this point I have written. What is the point? The endosperm of, the development of endosperm precedes the development of embryo. Okay. Now, endosperm is the nutritive tissue. So here this particular endosperm is nutritive tissue which provides nourishment to the developing embryo. Okay, so means here as we seen before, endosperm is a nutritive tissue which provides nourishment or which provides nutrients to the developing embryo which is present in the seed. Okay, next one, it also protect means here not only for protection, not only for providing of food materials, it also gives protection. Protection to the embryo from mechanical injury. So definitely it provides support also, mechanical support also. Next one, endosperm may be completely consumed by developing embryo before it matures. Means here exactly we cannot say one point. What is the point? No, endosperm, so sometimes it will be completely consumed by the developing of embryo and sometimes may not. So that's why here let us see. So once you see this statement, endosperm may be completely consumed by the developing embryo before it matures. Best example where we can see beans and peas. So complete development. So there again we could not see the remaining of endosperm. There is no endosperm later after the development of embryo. One more statement, or it may persist in the mature seed and used up during the seed germination. Means here somewhat remaining, means while development of embryo, endosperm is not completely utilized. Not completely utilized means remaining will be there now. That one we will be calling as a persistent. I have written it as persist. So persist or persistent, two words also we can use. Now, so what is the remaining? If remaining endosperm is there, no, that particular remaining one, this particular seed utilized in during seed germination. So best example is coconut. If coconut white kernel is there, no, so that is the best example. So that is the best example of endosperm. Means we will have a white kernel, no, so we will eat. So that one only is a endosperm. Okay, now till now what is the information we seen? Endosperm provides the nourishment or nutritive materials to the developing embryo, and the endosperm development is there earlier than the embryo. So that particular information now we have seen. Later, endosperm usually, so means, so definitely it is formed by the process of triple fission, no. So thereby here 3 number of nucleases are going to be fused. So thereby endosperm definitely is which one triploid in state in a majority of the plants. While the highest ploidy, so here somewhat important bit. So highest ploidy is noticed in Arum maculum or Arum maculatum. Okay, Arum maculatum plants, no. So we have noticed the presence of highest ploidy of endosperm. Next one, actually triploid in state, but here in this particular plant, now we have been noticed highest ploidy we have been noticed in Arum maculatum. Okay, next one, it is 2n, means which one? Endosperm ploidy is 2n in Oenothera lamarckiana. Next one, it is 9n. Means endosperm ploidy is 9n in peperomia, PEPROMEA, in peperomia. Okay, next one in 5n in fritillaria. Actually, the high standard levels, so they will not ask you, but I found this information in some other books, so that's why I have given this one. At least one person definitely know about this one now, so that's why. And here one more point only let me give you. So here the 5n fritillaria, in 9n we can see in peperomia, and 2n we can observe in Oenothera, and here highest ploidy is noticed in Arum maculatum. Next one n also we can see, means a haploid endosperm or a haploid ploidy of endosperm we can observe in gymnosperms. So that particular point. So in this class only one more time I will revise. Okay, so means here why here, what is the reason why endosperm ploidy is n or haploid in case of gymnosperms means, so endosperm is formed before the fertilization. So when this particular endosperm is formed before the fertilization, no, so thereby here the ploidy of the endosperm we can be taken or we will be noticing as haploid state, means there only single set of chromosomes are present. Next one, primary endosperm cell undergoes continuation division. So primary endosperm cell undergo continuous division without being immediately followed by the cell wall formation, leading to the formation of a large number of nuclei. Means here what is happening? While development of primary endosperm nucleus, our knowledge point of view, cell divisions are 2 types. One is karyokinesis and one more is cytokinesis. While development of embryo, while development of endosperm, cell undergo continuous division without being immediately followed by the cell wall formation. Means here what is the point? Out of 2 divisions, one is karyokinesis and cytokinesis. First of all, karyokinesis process only we can observe, but cytokinesis process also takes place, but not by immediately. So means here what is happening? While karyokinesis process is going on, division of nucleus, so first of all increase the more number of nucleases in endosperm cells. So once the number of nucleases increase more and more, then only we can see the cell wall formation. A point you understood. So karyokinesis or free nuclear divisions. Once 2 days before I have given information, no, free nuclear divisions process taking place. Free nuclear divisions means only nucleus division only we can observe. So there is no chance to the cytoplasm or cytokinesis division. Likewise we see, no. So likewise here also in endosperm development also first of all karyokinesis process takes place. Once the total number of the nucleases increased in the in endosperm, no, later we can see the cell wall formation. Okay, so thereby once you see this, so this forms a free nuclear endosperm. So here ఇది అంటే till now we have learned information. So without cytokinesis, only if we are observing karyokinesis, means division of nucleus, that we will be taking as a free nuclear endosperm. Later, once you see, so later these free nuclei are formed by cell wall formation and endosperm become cellular or becomes cellular. So means after completion of free nuclear divisions, so later definitely we can see the cell wall formation. At the time no endosperm condition we will be taking as cellular. Okay, next one, in gymnosperms, already this point now only I explained, so I'll try to skip this one. Okay, what is information we have discussed here? Definitely gymnosperms, in gymnosperms, endosperm is formed before the fertilization and it is always haploid. Next one. So in gymnosperms, endosperm is formed before the fertilization and it is always haploid. Next one, on the basis of development of endosperm, endosperms are 3 types are there. On the basis of development of endosperm, how many types of endosperms are there? 3 types are there. So first one is easy dama, no worry, easy da, cellular, nuclear and helibial. HELIBIAL, helibial. Easy one is a cellular and one more is a nuclear and one more is helibial. Ipu one by one let us see. In some plants, endosperm lack of free nuclear stage. Now only we see now for the development of endosperm. So definitely there are 2 different types of processes are required. One is a karyokinesis and one more is a cytokinesis. Likewise we see now. So now here in some plants, out of karyokinesis and cytokinesis, how many processes takes place? Once you see, in some plants, endosperm lack of free nuclear stage. Lack of free nuclear stage means here what we can find out? Only we can find out the cell wall formation. So that's why this particular stage we will be calling as cellular endosperm. One more time you see there, in some plants, endosperm lack of free nuclear stage. So these are called as cellular endosperm. If nuclear division is not there means definitely only one will be there, cellular division, isn't it? So that particular endosperm we will be taking as cellular endosperm. So best examples are Datura, Petunia. And where free next one appadana ipo 3 types we see now. Cellular we completed. In a cellular, free nuclear divisions are absent, cellular endosperm formation only is there. Means a cytokinesis process. Can you guess in a nuclear what is the thing will be absent? So whereas or in a nuclear divisions no, so nuclear divisions are present and so such kind of development of endosperm we will be taking as nuclear endosperm. Means here which one is absent? Cellular. Means here what is like a cytokinesis process or the cell wall formation is there no, that entire particular process will be absent. Where in a nuclear endosperm. So best examples are maize and rice and wheat. In Datura and Petunia, we will observe the cellular endosperm condition, and maize, rice and wheat we are observing nuclear endosperm. Next one, in the helibial type. Helibial type means name only adu madiri irukku but easy da. Okay, in helibial, one more time can you say that is helibial type. Helibial type of endosperm development. So there the endosperm is intermediate between the cellular and nuclear types. Avalada means here we have seen cellular endosperm and down we have seen nuclear endosperm. Ipo helibial means between these two. Okay, cellular endosperm means one minute, let me read this. Helibial type is nothing but the endosperm is intermediate between the cellular and nuclear types. Now the division of primary endosperm nucleus is followed by wall formation. As a resultant of 2 chambers formation takes place. Okay, means one more time you see the division of primary endosperm nucleus So is followed by the wall formation, and as a result, two chambers of formation takes place. So these two chambers are known as micropylar and chalachal chambers are formed. So means when a division of a primary endosperm nucleus is going to be divided or followed by the wall formation, there two chambers of formation takes place. One is a micropylar and one more is a chalachal chambers. Micropylar chamber and chalachal chambers, likewise two chambers of formation taking place. Next one, embryo point of view. So this is a somewhat information so related to the endosperm. Next one, embryo development point of view. What are the main important points to be discussed? Means zygote formed after fertilization. Correct only, no, means during the process of fertilization, two male gametes are fused together, so thereby results in the formation of a diploid zygote. If this particular diploid zygote, now it is converted into embryo. Now what is happening? Zygote formed after fertilization of egg cell secretes a cellulose wall around itself. Once you see one more time, zygote is formed after fertilization of egg cell, means here after fertilization means here the egg cell, so definitely develops into zygote. That particular zygote later develops into embryo. This particular egg cell, now what it is doing? So it secretes a cellulose wall around itself. So thereby like a zygote formation as well as embryo formation we can observe simultaneously. Next one, in a dicots, after formation of some endosperm, zygote elongates and divides into upper and lower cells. Once you see. So based on the here, what is the point here we can conclude? So in a dicots, after formation of somewhat endosperm means, so thereby here we can get confirmation in a developments of both embryo and endosperm. So which one's development will be first? Endosperm development only will be there first. Why? Because so here endosperm development is completed first means, or takes place first means, so here we can later we can see the development of here we can see the development of embryo. Why? Because embryo, while a development process is going on, depends on the endosperm for the receiving of food materials. No, so thereby here the endosperm provides the food materials to the developing embryo. So that's why here for the development of embryo, definitely it needs the help of endosperm. So thereby here endosperm provides the food materials to the developing embryo. So thereby here zygote elongates and divides into two cells. So one is upper cell and one more is lower cell. So this particular information is new to us. NEET examination point of view also chance is that to ask. Why? Because here these kind of diagrams they have given even in our textbook also. That's why let us focus on this. So here what is information? Here I have given some more information, but still continuation in the next video I will give you. Now here two cells are there now. So which one? Zygote elongates and divides into two cells. One is upper cell and one more is lower cell. Now, so what is information? The lower one lying towards the micropylar region. Lower one only is situated towards the micropylar region. This nalla remember pannikonga. Suppose if you take a lower cell, that one lying or means situated towards the micropylar region and further divided in one direction into like a row of cells called suspensor. Means here this one once you see. So here simply this particular suspensor cell we will be taking as how lower cell or the lower lying cell we will be taking. So that is also which is situated towards the micropylar region and divides in one direction into a row of cells known as suspensor cell. This is suspensor cell. Next one, upper cell towards the antipodal end. What is a cell which is situated towards the antipodal cell? We will be taking as embryo cell. Now, upper cell and lower cells are where we have to consider, sir. Means here before this diagram completely you have to remember the structure of embryo sac. Emma, you have to remember the structure of embryo sac. There we have to remember the first. ఇప్పుడు lower cell involves in the formation of a suspensor. Later upper cell. Upper cell, what is a cell which is situated towards the antipodal C and no? That upper cell we will be considering as embryo cell. Embryo cell. Now here the first cell of the suspensor. One more time once you see, the first cell of the suspensor often enlarges and acts as a haustorium. So means here haustorial members we have seen in even fungal members also. No. So what is the information here we can save in our mind means, so what is the first cell of the suspensor is there? No, that particular first cell is acting as haustorial cell. Once you see, so here this particular cell, once you see the board, here we can see. So this particular koncho persa the cell is there, no? Here we can write a haustorial cell, but here I didn't write, here I have written. So here the cell also I didn't mark, but here also we can mark as a haustorial cell. Due to the lack of space I didn't write, but my dear students, so here based on this one, here you can get the information here also. So now the first cell of the suspensor often enlarges and acts as haustorium or absorbing organ. So haustorium or absorbing organ means, sir, haustorium or absorbing organ means what it will do, sir, means it absorbs, which absorbs the food materials. Which one is going to be developed? Embryo, no. While development of embryo, which one is required? Food materials are required, no. Food materials from where this particular suspensor or particular haustorial cell which will absorb from the endosperm. So thereby this particular haustorial cell we will be taking as absorbing organs, while its terminal cell is known as terminal cell and last cell. In a suspensor's last cell, so we will be calling as hypophysis. Hypophysis cell divides and gives rise to the apex of the radicle. So here if you see there, no, so here we can find out the particular end cell. So which one? Once you see the board, the terminal cell is known as a hypophysis cell, so which divides and gives rise to the apex of the radicle. So means here the haustorial cells or the what is the like a terminal cell is there, no? So that particular terminal cell involves in the development of hypophysis. That particular hypophysis divides and gives rise to the apex of the radicle. Radical formation takes place. So this is a small information regarding which one, embryo development as well as endosperm development. So once you see this particular structure, after explanation of this structure, now I will give you so elaborate information one more time. So here what is a cell it is? So when the zygote elongates and divides that particular zygote into two cells, one is upper cell, one is lower cell, and one more is upper cell. Reversely we are calling adi try to remember. Reversely, upper side no lower cell we will be calling, lower cell no upper cell we will be calling. Avalada. So idi while development of embryo, at any cost we have to remember this. Don't forget Ide koncho reversely they have explained. Now lower cell that is lying towards the micropylar region we will be considering as a suspensor, and upper cell, here upper cell means a down cell, we will be taking as embryo cell. Once you see later after few divisions again, so this kind of structure formation takes place. Here apical cell or the first cell of the suspensor we will be calling as haustorial cell here. Next one, last cell we will be taking as hypophysis cell. This particular hypophysis cell divides and gives rise to the radicle. Apex of the radicle. So once you see this perosa structure, it is haustorial cell or absorbing organ, definitely absorbs the food materials and send or forward to the developing embryo. Later it is middle cells, 4 cells we will be taking as a suspensor cells. So just below this one root cap cell formation, and here 2 cells are there, is the root tip formation. Next one here come on this structure, so here outermost protecting layer, and ulle one more and ulle one more. So likewise once you see there outermost cells here the outermost cells involves in development of epidermal cells. So that's why here we will be taking as dermatogen. Simply you can remember this one as a dermatogen, and third one is ground meristem, center one padana konchu perusuda we have drawn ade ground one, and ulle, so this particular entire structure ulle we will be taking as procambium. So likewise after complete ipo first idama while development of zygote idi, next one koncham development appuram, next one idu koncham development appuram, idi final one, it is which one na heart shaped. Okay, so heart shaped embryo, இப்போ heart shaped like heart shaped structure we know love symbol மாதிரி இருக்கு. So heart shaped structure, இப்போ neat examination point of view what is the thing we can find out means, so here இது final one, heart shaped structure only is a final one. இப்போ third one is there no sir, இது என்ன sir name means இது globular embryo, first one இது globular ஏமா, so next one final one is heart shaped embryo. இப்போ ABCDEFGH ஏமா, so GH இப்போ how like alphabets are there in one numerical like one order no, here also development of embryo also will be like in order. First of all globular embryo like globular embryo is there, later we can see the heart shaped embryo emma. So thereby once you see premature embryo, next one matured like matured embryo, now later which one amma, so means premature embryo, next one globular embryo, next one heart shaped embryo, later completely developed embryo or matured embryo, likewise we will be taking. So here the order also try to remember. So still somewhat information is there related to this one, so related to the endosperm, so not endosperm, embryo. In the next video I will give you, so in a continuation of that particular video, so definitely let us discuss in next video. So I have to discuss somewhat information regarding differences between the dicot and monocot, still lot of information to be discussed. Now let me conclude in this particular video now. So we have discussed the information regarding post fertilization events. So post fertilization events means, so what are the events which occurs after the fertilization, so we will be taking as a post fertilization events. So there first of all endosperm development process takes place, later only we can see the development of embryo. So now why here endosperm development first sir means, this endosperm is acting as nourishment tissue which provides the food materials to the developing embryo. So here based on the presence or absence of the endosperm, seeds are divided into two types. One is endospermic seeds and one more is non-endospermic seeds. In this video I have given information regarding the examples of non-endospermic seeds as beans and pea I have given, and endospermic seeds example I have given as coconut. Next one endosperm development and everything. First of all while development of endosperm free nuclear divisions process takes place. So once the number is sufficient, then only like a cell wall formation we can observe, means only development of nucleus we are observing now, that one development of nucleus, so we will be taking as free nuclear division. Don't forget free nuclear divisions. Once the complete number of nucleus is increased, so then only we can see the cell wall formation. So once cell wall is formed around the nucleus of endosperm, that particular cells we will be taking as cellular. Okay, there are different types of ploidies are there, but mostly, so here majority of the plants we can find out triploid state only. In gymnosperms a haploid condition we are observing. In likewise there are different types of examples I have given. Next one, so types of endosperm point of view, three different types are there: cellular, nuclear and helibial. So cellular in cellular development of endosperm nuclear divisions are absent. In a nuclear type of endosperm cellular divisions are absent, but in a helibial both are there, or which is situated between the both types. Next one, endosperm development point of view. In endosperm in embryo formation point of view, so embryo formed after the fertilization. So what is happening? Zygote is transformed into embryo. Okay, so in this particular case what are the main important points to be discussed? So there while that particular cell is going to be developed, two cells of formation taking place. So two cells of formation taking place. Now these two cells we will be taking as upper cell and one more is lower cell. So upper cell and lower cells. So definitely lower cell involves in the development of a suspensor and upper cell involves in the development of embryo cell. So embryo cell. So next one here, embryo cell and suspensor cell, no, later again further divisions. So forms the which one? Haustorial cell. So which absorbs the water and minerals from the from the endosperm and which gives to the developing embryo. So means a final form of embryo is heart-shaped embryo. Don't forget, before the form is globular. So GH in ABCD, how we will find, how we will read GH, no? In our development also, first of all globular embryo we will observe, and final form like a heart-shaped embryo we will observe. So thank you. So in the next video I will continue this remaining information regarding embryo.